Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to do a tutorial guide on Pettan Battle, the latest addition to DBZ Dokkan, and kind of like a passive mission based gameplay mode, which you'll see a lot in other games. But we have 4 sections here. When you start Pettan Battle you'll be given cards and a brief explanation. The tutorial is quite good. So we'll just run over some of the stuff briefly. You see the 4 areas: Zenny, training items, medals, and orbs. I personally do the orbs because they're the most helpful. I don't struggle for any of the others. But as you can see there with the orbs, we have been through them, so we'll start fresh on the Zenny side. So you get 4 different difficulties. You get normal, hard, Z hard, and super, very similarly to Dokkan events. The units there are going to have certain implications when you fight them. As you can see, they all have a little difficulty bar at the bottom. It goes blue, into like yellow, into orange, into purple. Purple being the hardest difficulty, and I'll explain how that all works shortly. So basically what happens is your job is to take on these units with your own units and select ones that help reduce this bar down to a single blue bar. That's the ideal zone to be in, because that means that you're going to have a minimum of an hour tops for this mission to be completed. And you want to complete as many missions as possible for maxing out the rewards. Now, as you can see, we can select a whole bunch of random units and bring the bar down to a blue. Of course, you also want to keep in mind the usual typing advantages and also some other factors. So one of those other factors is that certain units are good against certain enemies. For example, Super Saiyan Goku here is going to have extra damage or reduce the time more than other units. Same with Krillin. Krillin also has an advantage against Frieza, and he pairs up with Goku. Units can pair with each other. That's another thing you want to keep in mind. So the first thing you want to keep in mind is that when units face certain enemies, they receive buffs, like Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza. It's very much story based. And then the second one is going to be that units who face enemies, also if they are paired with another unit that is part of like their team, in inverted commas, they are going to also get a buff. They are indicated by an orange and a blue glow respectively, and we'll see that very soon. But first we're going to show you the mechanic of the blue bar. So as you can see, we did the stage and we left it with 4 blue bars. We have 3 hours and 15 minutes until it is done, as you can see there. Now each bar pretty much represents like 45 minutes or so from what I can gather. And here we're going to reduce this one with random units to 1 bar. Both of these were the same difficulty, and you can see immediately that this is at 1 hour. So the first thing you want to keep in mind is just that. The lower your blue bars, the less time it's going to take for you to finish this stage. As you can see, 3 hours 15 comparatively to 1 hour. The big deal about this is that each stage drops stickers and drops rewards. So if you want to max out your collection and get as many rewards as possible, you want to reduce your blue bars as much as possible. Each stage will be harder. But obviously you can keep in mind that these stages, although harder, do generate more rewards. So as you can see here, we're going to go with 2 strength units. We're going to throw in a Yamcha, and then we're just kind of going to probably leave it there. Sometimes it can be a little bit weird because, like, for example, you would assume that, you know, the Captain Ginyu and the Jace would link up and that they would have an advantage against Goku for typing. But you don't see any blue glows, you don't see any orange glows. That means that there is no current advantage running on these units. And that is obviously a big factor. Now, let us show you how the units glow against Frieza. So we've got Super Saiyan Goku, Krillin, and Gohan. Now, Goku, Krillin, and Gohan are going to have advantage against Frieza, but also Krillin and Goku are going to actually link up against Frieza. As you can see, these little flashes here, the orange ones or yellow ones mean that the units have a bonus against the boss, and the little blue glow that happens afterwards highlighting 2 units means that these units pair up. So that is an important factor to keep in mind. And you'll see that the benefits of that is that not only did we obviously get a bonus against the stage, but instead of it being an hour, it was actually 47 minutes. So there's also an additional time reduction depending on how many duo bonuses or team bonuses you have, along with single character bonuses against the enemy. And that's very important to keep in mind, because you obviously again want to maximize your time as much as possible. Otherwise, just throw whatever units you can in there and make sure that you get to the blue zone. As long as you're in the blue zone, you cannot fail the stage. There is no risk of failure. However, it may just take a while, as you can see here, being 4 hours and 20 minutes. Once you have filled up all of your missions, you will then want to wait for all of them to finish. You can either obviously finish each one as they finish. The benefit to that is obviously getting more going on in a single time. But please bear in mind that you have to have all these missions finished with none of them currently ongoing for you to shift out and try other stages. So if you are having them run at different times, or you want to switch out to maybe Zenny, for example, to potential orbs, you're going to need to make sure they all finish, and then you can switch out. And then obviously we can look at our collection. These are worth some stones for missions that we'll show later on. But your collection is a nice way to track your units that you have received. As you use stickers, they are used up, they are a consumable, but the collection is just a way to see what you have received over time. So it is a nice little bonus to keep track of your collection and to know you at least got that Ultra Goku at least once. Every single mission always drops stickers, and they have a chance to drop bonus stickers, and obviously they drop whatever the actual reward that you chose is for each stage. The more difficult, the better the reward. Pretty straightforward from that aspect. Beyond that, there is no other real gimmicks to Dokkan Pettan Battle, at least. The only other gimmick I can say is to finish as many stages as possible and finish your collection as quickly as possible for those extra mission rewards. But beyond that, pretty much just complete them at your leisure. The rewards don't seem too great. They're alright. They're a nice little extra passive reward system, but there's nothing really that's required. There is a tutorial and a recap in the settings, so if you do need any more assistance, you can go back there and seek out some extra assistance, but it's not really needed. This tutorial basically covers everything you kind of need to know. As you can see, we get a warning menu just saying we cannot go back until all of these stages are complete. So yeah, pretty much nothing else to mention from that aspect. We'll come back in a brief moment with fast forwarding mechanics. Boom, and now we have finished all of those stages. So we'll just kind of show off the rewards that you get. As you can see, finished. So all of them are done, and we waited for all of them to be done so that I could go and do the potential orb event. And now we will receive our rewards, a whole bunch of bonus stickers, and quite a bit of Zenny. So the Z hard difficulty for Zenny obviously drops quite a bit. So for those of you who are struggling with Zenny, that looked like it dropped a couple mil, so that could be at least some incentive. For those of you who are really struggling with receiving some Zenny to awaken your units with all the easy A's going on. Other than that, you will receive a bunch of cards, as well. As you can always see, we get a whole bunch of stickers for us to use for more adventures. These stickers will pop up with the highest rarity displayed first. From what I've seen, there's also no difference in what event you do. The event is entirely irrelevant, so there's no like hidden stickers in the Zenny section or the potential orb section. You can receive all stickers pretty much from just running one type of item that you want to farm. The bosses will just continuously change over and over, recycling through Vegeta or Goku or Captain Ginyu or etc. So there is no need to change. Don't feel like you are missing a card from your collection because, oh my gosh, I haven't done Zenny or training items, etc. You can just go and give out whatever special resource you want. As you can see, also we get a hour reset timer as we finish them all up. That is just for these to respawn. You can immediately go and switch to another area, and you'll be able to continue farming even while these are on cooldown. So yeah,
as you can see, we gained a new card for our collection, which is growing quite nicely, 29 out of 37. And you'll see a little red icon appear that indicates that you gained that card. So that is pretty much Pettan Battle in a nutshell. There are the two little secret mechanics in terms of character bonuses, but not really that secret. They are explained to you in the tutorial. And they obviously give you a slight time bonus. So that is one really nice thing for you to factor in. And that's about it. But as you can see, we can now switch back to potential orbs here. And we can really take on this stage to obviously start farming our potential orbs again. Which, as you guys know, I obviously prefer because I always awaken the free-to-play units to do reviews or, you know, challenges with them, etc, etc. So yeah, pretty cool overall. As you can see, just to review, you can see there the little bonuses from the Goku and the Gohan and the Krillin. And because we have an agility Gohan now, you can see the time has even dropped down to 41 minutes. So you can see all the added benefits. The typings play into the time, the bonuses on the characters, the teaming up mechanics, the character bonus against the enemy. All of that comes into play to reduce the amount of time that each stage is going to take. But if you just get it to a single bar, you will obviously get it down to roughly an hour, and then it will calculate itself from there. So just again, just highlighting how the mechanics work. You can obviously check it out for yourself and experiment around. We could see there that Vegeta was Zarbon was effective against Vegeta. So against Zarbon, we're going to now try Vegeta, and you'll see that we receive the bonus there. So keep an eye out when you are doing stages to see which cards you use. Try and experiment a little bit, see who pairs up with who when you can. And yeah, everything should be more than fine. Give it a try. I don't think you need to religiously run this all the time, but while it's up, it's a nice way to get bonus rewards, and also just really cool to collect all these little stickers of these incredibly deformed individuals. But yeah, beyond that, obviously just keep going. And the reason you do want to collect all the stickers is for the bonus missions, which everyone will love because stones are great, and you're going to want to get stones. So we'll just quickly jump and investigate the missions. They can be found under the King Kai tab of the special missions section, and you can see they obtain all series 1 stickers. That gives us 5 stones, but we have also completed 2 of them for 20 and 10 of the stickers for 2 and 3 respectively. So that's it from me, guys. That's Pettan Battle. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers and bye.